Good morning, guys. So it is day 2 in Boston and I am shattered and my back hurts, and yeah, so I had an interesting night last night. So I kind of left vlogging after I got back to the hostel, and you know, I just chilled, did some stuff, chatted with there's a really cool woman who's actually from Boston who works here, and then there are a couple of other guys. So there's a Swiss guy and a German guy, and they were both really sweet. And we went, not with the lady, but the three of us went to an Irish bar. Yes, and there were some Irish people playing Irish jigs, as it were. And they were quite good. Like, the fiddle player was really cool, and he had this bow which was like rainbow. I've never seen a bow like that. So like, I played violin when I was young, so I was just like I can't do it like that, but you know, it made me want to play my violin. So yeah, so that was fun. I had really nice apple cider. It's really, really yummy, but oh my god, it's so expensive. And like, some places will like try to charge you cover as well, and I'm like, no, I'm not paying $10 cover. And then spending like $6.50 on like a cider, and then that's like already $20 having only had one drink. So we were just like, so we ended up in a really cool place. It was an Irish pub. It was near Quincy Market. I'm not quite sure what its actual name was. There's always a way, I never remember. But yeah, so then I crashed completely and utterly. When I'm travelling, my shoulder here always gets funny, and it's just the same. So this is going to go today. So I'm swapping my bag over. I'm going to bring my rucksack today. And yeah, so I'm about to go out exploring, and let's see how today goes. Okay, so I'm at the Holocaust War Memorial. I don't know if I said War Memorial. The Holocaust Memorial, and it's really kind of, I'm not sure what I think of it because it's pretty illustrative. So yeah, so like, it's just like, because I remember that was a big controversy. Like, I suppose it's a memorial, but you know, the fog is quite I'm not sure what I think of it. I genuinely don't. Like, I suppose it's quite emotive in that there is fog, and obviously representing gas, but jeez. Yeah. What's it like inside? Oh, I can go inside of it, there you go. So yeah, so no. It's pretty... Yeah, but it's nice that they have a memorial, and it's definitely something that will get people interested in thinking about what happened. But, jeez. Oh, look at that fog does. Oh, it's slightly hot. Quincy Market, and I had a very nice pasta dish thing. It was quite loud in there, so I decided I probably shouldn't do too loud. Now I need to find out where I'm going, and I don't know where I'm going. So yeah, I'll try that one. Oh, that's music. Okay. So don't know where I'm going. I'll figure it out. Guys, best thing ever, right? So I just came across the monster people. So I just got a free monster, so I'm hoping that's going to give me some energy. So yeah, so I'm just gonna keep walking. I found my bearings now, which is great. So I found North Street, and yeah, so I'm just gonna keep walking and drink my monster, or some of it. I'm not a big fan of monster, but sometimes you need a bit of monster. And yeah, I think I know where I'm going.
I've heard our names before.
Okay, so that was the Paul Revere house. So the oldest house in Boston, Paul Revere, pretty famous. But yeah, so that's it's weird that it's also one of the oldest houses, and then it was like a rooming house for like all the immigration that came in. But yeah, so I'm continuing on my walk on the Freedom Trail. Ooh, music. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, so being a Brit, I should be able to kick a football in a decent line, and normally I can. I just failed massively, and it, like, instead of going like that way, I went that way. It's bad. So yeah, there's a fountain here. So I'm now at the Old North Church. So I need to do a little bit of reading about it, but yeah, no. We'll see. Okay, so the Old North Church is the church that they talk about in National Treasure. So like 1 for coming by land and 2 by sea, except he gets it wrong in the film. So this is the actual place where that happened. So I'm just like, okay, so this is quite exciting. So yeah, I'm at the place where that they were talking about, which I think is quite cool. So yeah, so hopefully I get to see where the lanterns would have been hung. But yeah, probably one of the most famous churches, you know. I suppose there are a couple of others that might just top it. But yeah. Okay, so something really cool I just found out is that with the Old North Church, which is, as I said, the one from National Treasure, they didn't actually film it there. They didn't. So, like, I think if they did a National Treasure 3, apparently they would be more than up for it, and there's been apparently tax cuts, so they get like 25% off. So they film things like Ghostbusters and stuff in Massachusetts now. But, so yeah, the things in New York weren't actually in New York. But no, so like it's all a myth. So the church that you see in the film is not the actual one that you think of. So when they break into the church, when Sean B breaks into the church, it's not actually that church. That's a random cool fact I found out there. Okay, so now we're walking onwards to another graveyard. Well, hello there! So, I am currently in a nice viewing spot where you can actually see the Old North Church. I don't know if I don't have a screen to be able to say, but over there, possibly over there, there's a sign which says Old North Church, and then it's kind of like just a little bit diagonal. I don't know what you're seeing, but yeah, so that is, you know, where you can see from quite a distance. So that's the steeple where Robert Newman hold up the lantern. Yeah, because then obviously Paul Revere Road to say the British were coming. And what do you know, they are! They're already here. Oh god, how many people can make that joke? It's really funny. So there's a lot of talk about the redcoats, and yet they're like, oh, the British, oh, we got rid of the British, and yet they love the fact that I'm here. Like, oh my god, you're English. So I always find it really funny. It's almost kind of like yeah, it makes so much sense, but you know, it's in the past. But yeah, so I am currently in Charleston now, so I've crossed the river. Yeah, so we've got a few things over here. You've got the big monument. You've got the USS, that was too many, USS Constitution, and there's another thing over here. I have like my trusty, whenever I get to a thing I always read up on it, so that's why until I get there I don't always seem stay on the ball with what I'm thinking. So yeah, so my body hurts, I've just taken some paracetamol and I'm like, oh, you get through this. But yeah, so hopefully I feel like I'm gonna get like all 3 of these done today, and then then that's gonna leave me with tomorrow, where I'm planning on doing. I think it's too much to ask to do Harvard and MIT. I think that'll just be a bit too much, and I think I'm leaving on Monday, so I just don't think it's going to be possible to get them done. But unless I'm planning on going for a walk along the river itself. So I think the river's called the Charles. Charlie. Charles is for Charlie. Yeah. So river estuary. I'm just rambling at you. But yeah, so I'm going to go walk along the park. But if I have time, then I think I'll go over and walk over there. But they're not as close to the city. I mean, I could get a subway, we'll see, but everything's kind of in walking distance with Boston, which is really cool. So yeah, so that's my plan for tomorrow. I may do them, I may not, but I'm definitely going for a walk along the river because I think that'd be cool. And yeah, and so if I do have more time, I'll definitely just go chill out on the Boston Common, because I think that'd be awesome to just chill. It looked like it was my kind of place. But yeah, so that is it for this check-in, and she'll continue onwards. So what I find really interesting is that the Navy security, UK driving licence is acceptable. Bars and clubs, you need your passport, because you definitely want to go out and about with your passport in a foreign country, which is very strict on these kind of things. So yeah, so this is the USS Constitution, so basically one of the oldest ships in America. And yeah, and you get to go as well, which is pretty awesome. So it's going up the gangplank. Oh, there's a massive step there. There you go. It's cool. This is like a dry dock. So all this stuff down there, it's so that they could repair the ships. And it was pretty good. But yeah, so we're here. It's a big ship. Okay, so the the USS Constitution Museum is really good. Like, it's really interactive. It's got so much stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'd recommend that to anyone. That was actually, like, yeah, it was so good. It was like really interesting. So much information, really well presented. I don't think I've been to a museum ever which they've got it just so right. So yeah, that was great, and I got some funny clips in there just to show kind of how interactive it was. But yeah, so now I'm gonna head over here and see. Oh my god, someone else is vlogging. I haven't seen anyone else vlog ever when I've been vlogging. But yeah, so let's go have a look and see if we can get on the big Navy ship. I'm not sure if I can or not, but let's go have a look. So 5 out of 5 for this one. And it's always interesting as a Brit going into things like that, simply because of it's all about defeating the Brits, but it's really good, it's really fun, and I love the kind of the American patriotism. It's just brilliant. Anyways, updating later. So as a ship, the USS Casey Young, I can't say USS, I just want to add an extra S, USSS. Yeah, I want to add an extra S. But yeah, but it was actually really, like, it was commissioned in 1943, and I think what it's probably most infamously known for is it was hit by 2 kamikazes outside Okinawa during the Second World War, so, you know, it's quite an interesting past, and obviously it's been a bit restored, but no, it's really cool. And then it also served in the Korean War as well, but it's really odd being on here because my great-granddad, he served on the Belfast, which is one of the old military ship, oh my god, the naval ship, which is docked in London. So if anyone's like, oh yeah, I'm just like, yeah, my great-granddad actually served on the Arctic convoys on that one, and just being on, you know, a naval ship is just like, it just makes me think of that, because like I met 3 of my great-grandparents, and 2 of them like properly well, and yeah, no, it was really interesting just hearing the stories from him himself. Like, I know some people don't even get to meet their grandparents. All my grandparents are still alive, which is really great, but yeah, no, I got to meet loads of my great-grandparents, and so it just reminds me of that. And I know it's really weird because obviously different it's just colour, it's just the history of it. It's really fun just kind of being on here, and like I've got a few like different stories from like my family. So like I had a relative of mine was evacuated at Dunkirk, and then another one died in the trenches. So I've got like 3 like really interesting kind of war stories. And then my granddad, he was all of my grandparents were alive during World War II, and so we had one of them was evacuated, though she was just like meh. She's still like meh about it. Then 2 of my grandparents stayed in London. They weren't evacuated to the countryside, but my granddad, he was the son of a milkman, so they meant that they didn't actually struggle for food unlike some families, because obviously rations were in place. But anyway, I'm gone on a tangent there. So yeah, so it's just awesome, so I'm going to explore some more, but well, you can see for yourself, it's kind of cool. Okay, we're at the front of the ship. So yeah, so I've been exploring all the cabins, and yeah, it's amazing how much you can fit into a small space. So I've been in the wardroom, communications, I think it's CIC, but like all that, where like radar, and they note which ships have been hit and what planes has been spotted, etc. And some of the living quarters, the surgeons, like kind of small room, like it always impresses me just how much you actually fit into such a small space. But yeah, it's so cool that you can just come on here for free, like to go on here for free and that ship for free. Obviously there's a donation that you do at the museum, and presumably to also for the ship as well. But no, it's amazing, it's really good. It's such an amazing cultural kind of thing that is being shared, and I just think it's awesome. But yeah, no, I should really turn back to the cool angle, which is this one. In fact, actually, I've got USS Constitution over there. Can you see it over there? But yeah, this is good. This bit was brilliant. There's a nuclear war. Get in the bunker. Okay, that's just me joking around. But yeah, so what's really cool is you got kind of the skyline. I guess it's a skyline of Boston, and it's, oh my god, that clicking sound is coming from the PA. It's very loud. You're going to be hearing that in the background. But yeah. I think the bunker's quite important. Hey guys, so I am at the Bunker Hill Monument. Now this is erected up in commemoration of a battle with the Redcoats. Obviously, this is what the trail is kind of about. But yeah, so on this occasion actually the British won, quite interestingly, at the cost of half of their men, as they do like to emphasise on the signs. It's interesting as a Brit coming from, because literally it's in the past, like I love America, and they kind of have the same perspective. But I love how everything's written. So even with their losses, they're just phrased in such a way. I'm like, oh, I love how you put it. Yes, but we basically beat them anyway because they all died. That sounds so messed up, but yeah. But again, literally, it's quite amusing. Like, it's quite impressive. It reminds me of like the needles, like obviously the ones which are gifted to Paris and Washington. I can't remember that, except obviously you can't see a point from at this point. But no, I was like, I could go up it, but you can't exactly see a viewing platform, so I don't think it's quite to my interest of going up all the way and paying to do it. I'm happy just kind of chilling at the park here. And yeah, so I've reached the end of the Freedom Trail because this is my final stop. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna find myself some food. Food is good. I like food. I need more of it. And I need to spend more money on food because the conversion rate to pounds is about 1.4. So actually I've been calculating about 1.3, so I can actually afford, a little bit more than I was thinking, and I only just triggered it in my head. But yeah, so this was the monument. It really does look nothing special on camera. All my photos have been really bad. Yeah. So yeah, there goes. I'm not... Oh, my arm's aching, so I'm going to have the ruffling sound of me changing my hands over. But yeah, so in case this is the end of the vlog, because occasionally that happens because I just kind of forget to in the evenings. There's just never an occasion to, because I'm in a hostel and there's other people around, and so that makes it quite hard to finish this off. So in case this is the end of the vlog, yay, I've got an ending to the vlog. And I will see you tomorrow. If not, then I might put this at the end of the vlog so that I actually have an ending to the vlog. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are liking my vlogging, please say. I've had problems with the editing software. Oh my god, that's another story for another day. And well, bye.